can you truly change the person you are, or do you just manage? Oh, this one is also quite relatable. That's why I chose this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was speaking with my father over the phone the other night, talking about my mother, who has frustrated me a lot lately with her anxious and nagging personality. OP is 26 and entirely self sufficient now. I asked him, Dad, how do you deal with it? How do you tolerate her wanting to micromanage everything? He answered, well, you just have to let it go. It fits the theme today. Dun dun. Yeah, you just have to let it
Mm-hmm.
go, he said. She's always been that way and she's not going to change. You have to learn to work with or around it. I understand his response and I agree. The world is not going to change for you, so you have to adapt to it. But what has hung with me even more is that my mom is still the same person, at least the same personality and tendencies as when they married over 25 years ago. I'm sure some things have changed certainly, but it's intriguing to me to think that there are parts of us that never go away, and you just get better at managing those parts if you try. I have my father's temper. Sometimes I'm never physical, but I do go into rage occasionally. I've gotten better at managing it and using certain tools or methods to calm myself down, so I don't do much damage, but I don't see this part of me going away anytime soon. What do y'all think? Can you get rid of those parts of you that you hate the most? Or is there any tips can help me behave better? It's deep. Before
Yeah.
if you don't mind me starting first because I have like a lot of train of thoughts.
Yeah, go
Uh
ahead.
I do have this kind of conversation with my father before. Cause yeah, my mom can be like naggy. She's a very anxious person and she projects it in every direction she can. She's the type of I don't know if it matters, but she's the breadwinner, so she's kind of like the main decision maker in the house, I would say. And
Mm-hmm.
like, so what happened is that when she feels any negative feelings, the whole house could feel it. And like at first, yeah, as I grow up, of course, I thought, oh, that's it, that's the rule of the house. And then like I went out and stuff, and I realized that that's not how the rule of the house should be. Then I do learn about like enabling and stuff. Obviously, we
Mm-hmm.
know all that. And yeah, at some point I did ask my dad as I think it's just like 3 years ago, I reached my 20s already and stuff. Yeah, and he said that, yeah, your mom is just like that, so we should just accept that. Because we cannot change people. Which is, in a way, that's the only thing we can do, no? Like to accept and like adapt. But at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, I do kind of feel bad for my dad for like, you know, because he's the one who needs to deal with my mom the most, especially because I'm on Earth right now and stuff. And my sister also lives
Mm-hmm.
far away, so yeah. Mm.
Oh, thank you guys for the raid. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome to the Shadows realm, the garden.
Yes. Welcome
Calling it
to the garden,
realm makes it so dark, but yeah,
Garden of Shadows.
Garden of Shadows. And yeah, I feel like it's a bit. I still do feel like it's a bit. How would I say, inconsiderate of my mom to not try to at least. I don't need her to change her personality, but I don't believe that she cannot tell that people around her are uncomfortable. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
Sure.
mm-hmm,
People can manage to adapt to their surroundings. Just they're not gonna change overnight.
true.
It's it's something that will snowball.
Yeah. And in a way, at least in my family, right, I did end up like talking, like you said, direct confrontation. I tried talking to the person in charge, which is my mom, about that, like about how I feel this. Oh, it's ads is rolling. Hopefully, people are not on at jail, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I tried talking to her and like uh how her actions made me feel and stuff. And well, her response wasn't good, so I think it's not about that anymore. More on that for another day, but yeah.
Yeah.
And like my dad used to be someone who stand up for himself a lot, but at some point he softened down. So he does say that like, yeah, it's just she's always been like that and stuff.
Sometimes for a stubborn person, it takes a while and it takes a lot of energy to um dull them down to something of a standard. But sometimes people don't have that energy to do that, and they're like, you know what? Let's just keep it that way. It's simpler.
Yeah, to be honest, can relate to that. But it's like I do feel bad for my dad and I do feel bad for my mom as well, cause like I'm an anxious person too. Maybe I get it from her or something. But like, when I'm anxious, I don't feel good myself, I would say.
Mhm.
So, my dog is doing it again. But yeah. Uh in a way, ideally it's better if we can somehow manage the anxiety and stuff. Cause I know they nag cause they try to like release themselves from that anxiety, I would say.
Mhm.
So yeah, I sure hope that my mom will find a healthier way to release the anxiety instead of nagging and like, try to micromanage people, but yeah. Anyway, the main question of OP is more like, is it really true that we really have like this innate personality that we will never let go of? What do you think?
Uh, so it depends on you, really, because I understand it takes a lot for someone to change for the better,
Mm-hmm.
like, especially truly change, but there's people have high expectations for that person to change overnight or just mysteriously, like, "Oh, we're all better now." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just so, like, it's just an expectation for that to be like that, and it's like, "Oh, well, that's" I don't know if it's me or it's yourself. Oh, okay. My stream's acting weird.
Oh, you can you know,
Okay, I jumped a bunch of frames right there.
uh
But do I sound good right now?
yeah, through Discord you're fine.
Okay. What about chat? Do I sound good or
How do you feel about it? I think it should
because
be
I dropped?
fine. Like usually with mine, as long as your voice come through on Discord, it should be fine. I
You
would
lost
think.
your audio?
Wait, let me ask my chat.
There we go. Okay.
Does it
It's back
work?
up. Yeah.
Should be
Yeah.
okay. I believe it should be okay.
Yeah, my internet dropped for a minute.
Ah, yeah, but the
So,
Discord worked fine. So yeah.
yeah. Um Back to what I was saying. But people have in high expectations of people just changing
Mm-hmm.
drastically and very fast. It's just that it's not um um, it's not the greatest way to think, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just gonna be a stressful mess. Like, hey, I need you to change right now. I'm gonna go take a nap, and I expect you to change into this person I want you to be when I wake up. Okay? Okay, cool. Because that's what some people have. But if you're a patient person and you are understandable to people, you're like, okay, take your time. I understand you going through these certain things. Just, take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. And I know you can change. I know it's just going to take some time. But yeah, that's my take on it.
Mm. Hmm. Let me see. I'm looking through the text for like something more. But okay. But what do you do if, let's say, you advise a friend or a family member that they can kind of try to change for the better, but they feel like, oh, it's okay because everyone else is okay. Like in my case, it's like that. Like too many people, I would say, in my family feel like it's easier to just give up on it. So we are basically enabling my mom to do whatever she wants, no? But yeah,
Well,
when I did ask for her to kind of like, can you try to reconsider this? She'd be like, nope. What do we do then, in your opinion?
especially when it's someone older, just let them be
Uh
because you can't really teach old dog new tricks.
huh.
I know it's harsh to say about your mom, but it's just gonna be very difficult. It's like taking care of a 2-year-old. It's like they're just gonna say no, no,
Yeah.
and, and throw a fit. It's just like, you know what? You go tire yourself out. I'll be back. Because the more you yell or argue, the more the fit's gonna be, and that they're gonna make it harder. And sometimes they can sabotage your family members against you as well,
Ah, true, yeah.
especially if it's someone, especially if it's someone older.
Hmm. Yeah, manipulation is a thing.
Mhm. So yeah, it's just like, you know what? You do you, I'll do me. It's just it's just like that.
Hmm. Dang.
Yeah,
If
because if
you,
if you
yeah. Sorry.
because if you bash your head against the wall thinking you're gonna break it and it doesn't, just stop before you emotional damage yourself.
Yeah. Agree to that. Agree to that. I'm literally like taking notes right now for myself. Yeah. If you don't mind sharing, do you have any trait that, not necessarily positive, that you develop like growing up that you need to like put under control now?
Um, I think I have them all under control. I was a very angry person. I'm still am, but not as to the T as I was.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just I was so goddamn angry as a child. It's like, ugh. But yeah, me getting because I'm like, okay, this is not good for myself because I was self-aware for being a child because I had to
Mm-hmm.
grow up way too fast.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, this is not good for me. And I need to be a better example for my little brother.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to be the example. Like, okay, I need to do this for them. Because like how Homer Simpson has that do for her billboard
Yeah.
for a Maggie.
Yeah.
It's what you gotta do for yourself.
Dang. Indian so far the theme is like, people can do shit, people can do whatever they want, but in the end you go back to how things can help with yourself and stuff, which is a very
Mhm.
For some people, it's a very common knowledge, but yeah, sometimes it's easy, at least for me, to just, you know, get back to old habits because it's more comfortable.
Mhm.
But
I
yeah.
think I think especially when you're dealing with parents, it depends on how much your parent values their relationship with you.
Ah,
They have to take steps to heal before approaching you, that is.
yeah, that plays a lot of part too.
Yeah, domestic damn dad. That's a good that's a good point, Dad. But yeah, sometimes parents are not the greatest, especially someone in your chat said,
Yeah,
a brick wall.
I know, right?
But yeah, from how it takes two to tango, you know.
I guess it's true. I would, I would,
Well,
I would say as well that, uh, sometimes the trait of ourselves that we hate, like we hate it because we inherit it somehow from our
mm,
parents. Yeah, so it's like we don't like. Yeah, like I said, I have my mom's anxiety, and I can be micromanaging at times too. I would say. Uh, so like the question is, do you think we'll be able to like remove the trait? Like,
not remove it all the way. It will
mhm.
still be there, just a small fraction. It's like getting rid of a cancer cell or cancer. It will always be there.
But yeah, we try to manage it, right?
Hmm. But yeah,
All right.
there's a lot to that.
I mean, uh, if you don't mind, I can we can dip into it, but for now, just you know, let's just stick with what makes you feel comfortable first, especially because it's your first time here.
Hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, we I try as much as possible to keep this like uh a safe space, I would say.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I also do need to be vulnerable here, so to be more vulnerable here compared to when I'm just playing games, obviously. But yeah,
Yeah, I know how you feel about that kind of stuff,
yeah,
and that's okay.
is
Dad
there
brought up
any?
a point.
Yep.
You have to be aware to build a habit of catching yourself and be a little self-critical about it.
Mm. Oh yeah, let's go. Self-awareness.
Hmm.
That that actually gonna like bring you a long way, to be very honest. I mean, uh catching it sucks. Really, like, when I
Yeah,
catch myself doing things that I don't like myself doing, it sucks. And that's why, like,
yeah,
yeah, I used to go to therapy to like process those things, actually. But yeah. And like, I guess I would say that, at least in my experience, you know how I mentioned that, yeah, my mom is anxious and she's nagging and she's micromanaging and stuff. And then when I tell her that it's making me uncomfortable, she cannot take it. Like, she cannot take my input, I would say. So another thing that I need to work on is that, when someone I care about actually give me the input, I shouldn't react the same way as my mother would, for instance.
hmm,
Yeah, it's a lot of work going on, but we all can do it.
yeah. It's a progress.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, like the OP here, he has a certain tools and methods to like control his temper, for instance. Yeah, there are
Hmm.
always methods. Wherever you go, whatever you want to do, it's always there.
Hmm.
So yeah, the answer is we cannot get rid of it, but we can always manage it and we can always be better people.
Yes.
Yay.
Grow into something special.
Yeah. It's I don't know, I'm feeling precious right now. This is a precious moment right here.
Oh yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm glad you're feeling precious.
Are you not? Are you not,
I'm
Kelly?
always gorgeous.
I'm happy like about the energy you bring to this podcast today.
Yeah. I'm here. That's all
Yeah.
I gotta say.